Netflix just dropped a brand new trailer for The Witcher, dropping October 30th. And they're not splitting this up into two parts. It's almost like they're cutting their losses and just trying to get this thing over with. But I'm here, I want to talk about this trailer. I liked it. Reports are circulating that episode 5 has finished filming, and that will be the end of the Witcher saga on Netflix. But let's talk about this new trailer. Right off the bat, the trailer hits us with Geralt's inner struggle. Geralt, you spend a lifetime battling monsters and men. Your entire being is dedicated to finding someone, your Ciri. That line immediately tells us we're in late novel territory. Baptism of Fire, the Tower of the Swallow, and the Lady of the Lake. And if you haven't read them, Baptism of Fire sees Geralt forming a ragtag company to track down Ciri after she disappears following Time of Contempt. It's a journey about loyalty, unlikely friendships, and Geralt finally leaving neutrality behind. The Tower of the Swallow continues Ciri's story as she's hunted across the continent, facing bounty hunters, political intrigue, and discovering her mistress' elder blood powers. And the Lady of the Lake wraps the saga with the culmination of everyone's destinies, magical, political, and personal. This new trailer makes it clear that Ciri's central, always lost, never found. She's not who she says she is. None of us are. That foreshadows deception, identity twists, and moral grayness. Classic Sapkowski. Geralt's obsession isn't just paternal, it's existential. He's racing against fate himself. Next up, the trailer shows us some of Geralt's company.
We are joining Geralt across the continent.
Visually, we've got 3 hooded figures in a forest with a swirling black vortex. This almost certainly references the Crones of Crookback bog from The Witcher 3, blending game visuals with book lore. The Mother Maiden Crone archetype, the swampy forest aesthetic, the magical vortex, all of it screams mystical chaos tied to Ciri's destiny. And then we see Geralt's Hansa, his traveling party, forming for the first time on screen. We have Jaskier, the bard and comic relief, Milva, the archer from Baptism of Fire, Cahir, the Nilfgaardian knight turned ally, Zoltan, or someone the show just made up, This is Geralt's ragtag army of outcasts, ex-soldiers, mages, and rogues, exactly like the books. The show is clearly moving into the search for Ciri arc, where Geralt abandons neutrality, assembles his company, and confronts the forces hunting her.
Vilgefortz is gathering an army.
And the stakes are raised with Vilgefortz. Something is shifting on this continent. Vilgefortz is gathering an army. Whatever he's up to, Ciri is at the center of it. Vilgefortz is the ultimate late saga antagonist, a manipulative mage whose reach spans continents. This season will likely compress the mage wars and heighten political tension for dramatic payoff, all while Ciri's powers and destiny continue to unfold. And then the emotional beats come in. What if I can't save her?
What if I can't save her?
Will humanity survive another day? Saving someone is the most important job. The Witcher is in a state of flux. You are becoming something new. Geralt's journey is now as much about inner transformation as it is about battle. And Ciri, her elder blood powers, her destiny, the choices she makes, will test everyone in ways we haven't seen yet. And I gotta be honest, visually, this trailer is stunning. The hooded crones, the swirling vortex, the Hansa marching across war-torn lands. It's cinematic, epic, and dark, perfectly marrying the late novels with subtle game nods. CGI and practical effects will likely bring the crones' terrifying forms to life, while the forest and swamp landscapes nod to Brokilon. Velen and Nilfgaardian war zones, and the color palettes, Jaskier's red coat, Milva's forest greens, keep the characters visually grounded. Finally, the trailer closes with a bang. Today we fight for our future. How will you be reborn? Season 4 is where neutrality ends. Alliances form, destinies collide, and the Hansa becomes a true family with epic battles, moral dilemmas, and emotional payoffs. This season is taking us deep into Baptism of Fire territory while setting up the Tower of Swallow and the Lady of the Lake arcs for Season 5. But here's the big shift. The narrative is starting to crown Ciri as the lead of the series. This is very much clear. While she's always been central, a political symbol, prophesized savior, and object of countless schemes, Season 3 finally let her make her own choices. She wrestled with questions of leadership, fate, loyalty, and whether anyone can or should remain neutral in the face of injustice. The season ended with her on the run again, taking on the identity of Falka, joining the rats, and surviving the brutal Korath desert. She's learned how to stand on her own and survive in a hostile world, and Season 4 seems poised to show her stepping fully into her own hero's journey. Sure, Geralt is racing a false Ciri raised by Emhyr, assembling a ragtag team to track her down, but the trailer hints that the real Princess of Cintra may have to save herself. Lines like saving someone is the most important job, and the visuals of Ciri wielding her sword reinforce that this season will showcase her taking decisive action, controlling her own fate, and fully embracing the responsibilities her power and destiny bring. The Witcher has always been Geralt's story, but the show is now letting Ciri take center stage. As Geralt navigates his own transformation and Yennefer works her magic behind the scenes, Ciri is stepping out from the shadows to become the narrative linchpin, a hero in her own right, rather than just someone to be rescued. Is she going to rise to her full potential and become the Witcher saga's #1 hero? Season 4 is about to show us, and from what we've seen in this trailer, it looks like it's going to be epic. And now we got to get right into the performances. Obviously, Liam Hemsworth is stepping in for Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia. And you know what? There's been a lot of talk about this, and there's going to be a lot of talk about this. And I've got to say one thing, and I said this on the teaser trailer, and I got to say it now, and now we get more of his speaking here. I got to be honest with you, I'm really happy he's not doing an impression of Henry Cavill's Geralt. I'm really happy that he's just doing the British accent, and he's just going to let that slide, and we're not going to, because look, if he was really trying to do the Geralt voice, then it would really be tough to go side by side with them, but I don't think they're going to do that. And it sounds like the way they're going to have him portray Geralt and kind of have the audience go with it is they're going to use Animu, who's a storyteller in the novel, so it'll just be like, oh yeah, I'm retelling it, and this is now how he's going to look. So whether that works or not, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, do you even need to do that? I'm not quite sure. But look, I think right now, I don't know. Like Liam Hemsworth, I think he's in a tough spot right now. This is an actor who's getting a job, and this is a job that he's taking. He's probably getting paid very well. So any negativity, he could probably, withstand. But that being said, I thought he was fine in it. I honestly, again, I thought in the teaser he was fine, but this one, again, I think he's fine. And I think it was a very smart choice to not do the Henry Cavill Geralt voice, which was very similar to the video game voice, but I'm glad that he's kind of doing his own thing. He's going to have to separate it somehow. The more he tries to be Henry Cavill and use what Henry Cavill brought, the more people are going to see him for who he is, and he's not going to be Henry Cavill, and he never can be Henry Cavill. Look, for better or worse, he can't be Henry Cavill in this, so I don't mind that. But I gotta say, Lawrence Fishburne, I can't wait to see him as Regis. It seems like he's, in this, again, I said this in the teaser, but I think he's a great actor, and I think he's going to be great in this. I think he's going to eat this up, and it sounds like he had a lot of fun shooting this too, and I hope that bleeds through into this season. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. But again, a lot of fans are upset that they're pushing Witcher to the sidelines, and depending on how it plays out, I might be as well. We'll see how it's going to go. I'm looking forward to watching it. Again, they're not breaking it up into 2 parts, which tells me they just want to get this the hell out of there. October 30th, 1 part. I'll be watching it, covering it on the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You like this trailer? You're looking forward to the new season? Or has The Witcher died a long, long time ago? Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button and subscribe button. Until next time, maybe the master of your own universe.